Morning, everyone. John Williams here, also known as the Bearded Welshman. I do say so. The beard is looking great. Coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee. We're staying here at the Opryland Resorts. First class all the way. First class all the way. So you come here, it's worth the experience. You're going to drop some change, but it is all worth it. So I'm still around. Just been away on vacation, enjoying my birthday gift this year. My birthday was in January. We decided to wait till later on to come down to Nashville. So it's been a whirlwind week. Living the country star life. It has just been great. If you're a country music fan, and you love history, and you love music history and the history of country music, Nashville's the place to be. I'm gonna make a video, like a slideshow video, and then put it up because I think it's neat. I was debating on doing some type of a documentary or some type of a special documentary for this trip because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I think I am going to do one. So, cheers from Nashville. Drinking my coffee in a paper cup. And no, I am not stirring it with chopsticks. Sorry, Sultan, I do not have chopsticks with me. I could use my fingers, but then I would have to use burn cream. So, but we're having a good time. Went to the Grand Ole Opry last night. That was the first of two shows we're doing at the Grand Ole Opry. We do the Ryman later on this week too for a special show at the Mother Church of Country Music, the Ryman Auditorium. But it's been great. I've been having a blast. Haven't been getting to the gym, but good God, we're walking everywhere. Keeping up on the nutrition pretty well. Doing really good on that, just haven't been getting to the gym. For me, it's about physical exercise and good nutrition. So I am seeing a difference there. But we are doing a lot of walking. But yeah, it's just been incredible. I love this city. It is a beautiful city. I got to record a song at the Ryman in the WSM, which is the radio station here in town that does all the Opry stuff, and is owned by Gaylord Productions and Entertainment that owns the Opryland and the Grand Ole Opry. So I got to record my favorite artist's song, Mama Tried, by Merle Haggard. So I got to do a song of the Hags. Maybe I'll put up a video with me in that song. We took video while I was recording the song. But it was early morning. My voice was not warmed up enough. But it felt good. It felt really good because I've always been a singer and player all my life. So since I was about 13, I should say. So it felt good to do. Got to spend some time with my niece, Kate Williams. She is an up-and-coming, rising musician, singer, songwriter. Phenomenal here in Nashville. She's making a go at it. We wish her all the best. But she is just phenomenal. We got to spend some time with her, caught one of her shows at a local joint, just a small joint. Let me tell you something, folks. These artists, I have nothing but respect for the people who come down here. A lot of them, they sing in the honky-tonks and the bars for tips only. That is their only income. They're living the life. They're living the dream. It's not an easy dream. Most of them don't make it. They end up doing something else. I was reading a quote by Henry David Thoreau about, I saw it online. Success is the ability to experience life. And these folks are doing it, man. And I said to my niece, don't measure success by what's in your wallet. Measure the success by what brings you joy. And I just love her. She's gonna be great down here. She's going to take this town by storm. She's got some opportunities to travel with some rising stars right now and be a musician with them. And congratulations to her on that. I'll put her Instagram and her YouTube information in the box if I think of it. Check her out. She is phenomenal. Singer-songwriter, does a lot of her own stuff, material. She does some Cash tunes. Johnny Cash does a great version of Ring of Fire, and does a great version of House of the Rising Sun. I mean, she's just, can't say enough about that girl. I met some singers, songwriters, talked to them about their life down here. A lot of them are very optimistic, and a lot of them are also tired. These folks work hard. Like I said, a lot of them work for tips only. Now, my niece has a job down here, a full-time job, and she's doing both. She is tired. The show we went to see that evening, she went on at 9 o'clock. She got a text message at 4 and said, "Can you be here?" And when you're trying to make it in this town, an opportunity knocks. It doesn't matter how tired you are. You pull your bootstraps, you get up and you go, and you put on the best show that you possibly can. Because you never know who's there, who's going to notice you. So I have a lot of respect for these folks down here. A lot of respect. I love this town. This town has stole my heart. We've traveled, visited a lot of cities and towns on the East Coast. Beautiful cities like Savannah, Georgia, Charleston, North Carolina, Venice, Florida, Tampa, Florida. We've been up through Virginia, Pittsburgh, Philly, New York. I've been to Wichita, I've been to Texas, and I thought I loved Texas, and I do. I love Texas. So my Texas subscribers, I do love Texas, but Nashville's it. Nashville is it. For me, it is it. Listen, folks, if I could move down here, and I'm not ruling it out yet, I would. I would. Not ruling it out. It is a beautiful, beautiful town. There's much more to it than just the honky tonks and the bars. But anyhow, been to the Cash Museum. Nobody comes close to the Man in Black. Got a tour of the Ryman, like I said. Got a backstage tour and rubbed shoulders with some of the stars at the Grand Ole Opry last night. I'm going to do the same thing later on this week. This time we're going to do a post-show tour and see who's there. And let me tell you, folks, we were treated like stars. We were treated like stars. One thing they told us when we were backstage, they let us go into the dressing rooms, they let us take pictures, and they said if you see someone and you want a picture with them or you want to talk to them, you shout there, you just shout out, say, hey, you know, Ashley Campbell, Glenn Campbell's daughter, phenomenal musician, singer, songwriter herself. Just the prettiest voice you ever want to hear. We got a personal tour. Shouted her name out and said, can I get some pictures with you, Ashley? And loved your dad, loved your music. Talked to her. These folks, the country music world, backstage at the Opry, it is worth the money to get the tour, the VIP treatment. It is worth it. These country folks, they don't mind you commingling with them back there. They have a big, they call it the family room area where they all mingle during the show, and they don't mind because they know that if it wasn't for people like you and me, they wouldn't be where they are today, and they're just like the rest of us. They're just like the rest of us. Vince Gill tells a story that one time after a show at the Opry, his wife Amy Grant loves to tell the story, and he got done, and there was a man back in the dressing room, in Vince's dressing room, with a fiddle, an old man, and he said, hey, do you mind if we play a few songs together? Vince said, sure, man, break out your fiddle, and they played 3 to 4 songs, and they left, And his wife, Amy Grant, said to him, and if you don't know Vince Gill, he is a fixture here. He is a regular at the Ryman Opry and a great advocate for country music. Phenomenal guitar player. His wife said to him, boy, you must have really had a lot of respect for that old man. He must be a legend around here for you to sit and play with him for so long like that. And Vince looked at her and said, I have no idea who that guy was. He said, I just wanted to play music with him. And that's how these folks are down here. They're not unapproachable. My niece tells me she sees Keith Urban driving around in his fancy car all the time. You go up to Midtown, Kelsey Ballerini, you'll see those guys, a lot of all of the newer stars and stuff, and some of the older guys and gals, and they'll be walking around in the shops uptown, up in Midtown, up in the one section. I mean, these people are very approachable. It's not like the California scene and the Hollywood folks where you just can't get near them. Reminds me a lot of the professional golfers. Very, very accessible, and that's the way the professional golfers are too, because they know if it wasn't for you and it wasn't for me, they would not be making the kind of money they're making. They would not be living the kind of life they're living. But because we love them and we pay to see them, they appreciate it and they want us to experience. And we experienced the country star life last night at the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, we were right 3 rows from the... It was cool because we got seated and it was crowded after the show started. We were backstage for the first set, which was a legend, John Conley. And we watched the beginning of the show from backstage. And then our host took us to our seats. Well, the seat was really... They're benches, like church pews. And it was really packed, and we were in there like a bunch of sardines. And the host came up to me and said, would you like different seats if I can get you better seats? And I said, ma'am, that would be great if you could do that. She not only went out of her way, but she got us really good seats. Phenomenal. 3 rows from the front, I think we were. It felt like you could reach out and touch the stars. Saw Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin brothers, the Earls of Leicester. Those guys were incredible bluegrass group. And an up-and-coming, and the only act that night, their debut at the Grand Ole Opry, a husband and wife team, called The War and Treaty. Folks, check them out on YouTube. The War and Treaty. They weren't country music, but man, they brought the house down. 2 standing ovations. And you could see how excited they were being on the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, we're talking... The Grand Ole Opry is not just for country. They had, at the Ryman Auditorium, Louis Armstrong's played there. Will Rogers is Orson Welles, Pavlova. I mean, the story of Captain Ryman and what he started. Incredible. Incredible. Opera, rock, blues, jazz, you name it, it's all there. They still have shows at the Ryman, but the Grand Ole Opry is now at Opryland, USA. And the War and Treaty, can't say enough about that group. Those folks, they rocked the house. It was phenomenal. So, great group. But I'm boring you with my stories, but other than that, I'm alive and kicking. I'm doing well. I'm living. Fast forward the way Kenny Chesney sings it. And hillbilly rock star out of control. But we're loving it. I can't thank... I've been thanking my wife all week for this birthday present. I cannot thank her enough for what she has given me as a gift this week. I love her very much. It's just been a phenomenal week. Worth every penny we've spent. I bought... Good Lord, I bought more boots. We packed some of the stuff away. I bought more boots. I have more cowboy boots than I have regular shoes. That's all I wear. So, yeah, we're gonna hit some places today. We were gonna. Oh, funny story. We were sitting at breakfast a little bit ago down in the atrium, off the atrium here. I'll show you in a little bit. No, I won't show you. You'll see it in the video. And we're sitting there, and people were walking by, and they're like looking at me. And I don't know, maybe it was the beard, I don't know. But these people were sitting across from us, this family, and my wife says to me, because we're gonna go visit the Loretta Lynn Museum and Ranch and everything. She has a beautiful ranch. My wife says, well, when I go for my walk around the hotel, why don't you call Loretta Lynn and find out what's going on? Meaning, call and find out what time they open up everything. But she didn't say ranch, she just said Loretta Lynn. So we get up to leave breakfast, and I hear these folks, the one lady say, oh my God, they know Loretta Lynn. Can you believe that? They know. And I started chuckling on the inside. I said to my wife, I think you said that wrong. They think we know Loretta Lynn. So it's pretty funny. They were like all excited, like, how can they just, you know. I mean, she's the queen of country. She had a big birthday bash down here this week on Monday night. Monday night. 87th birthday. The stars, the who's who in country music was here. And in the music industry, period, for that. So that was a jam-packed town that night. So, I mean, hey, if we get to meet Loretta Lynn, game over. Game over. The queen of country music right there. So, well, I bored you enough. I'm going to finish my cup of coffee. I'm going to sit out on my atrium. Yeah, that's right. Right there. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's take a walk. I'll show you. This is our digs. This is our room. This is our balcony. This is the atrium, and this is what we look at. I'll take the camera and first class, folks. First class all the way. First class all the way. Put my coffee down. Adjust everything. So, listen. If you ever get a chance to come to Nashville, come to Nashville. Spend the money. It is worth it. It is worth every penny. You will enjoy yourself. If you are a country music fan, this is your pilgrimage. This is where you want to come to. You want to come to Nashville. Stay at the Opryland for a few nights, and then check into another hotel. That's what you could do too, if you don't want to spend all that money, because it's not cheap, but it is first class. You don't touch anything. They take care of everything for you. They take your bags down to the car. They bring them up to your room. I mean, you don't touch a thing. So, with that, I'm going to get going. It's been good to see you. I'm glad I can get back on for morning coffee. Probably won't do anything until I get back from here next week. So, unless I put something special on. So, I will talk to you soon. I might do a pipe and coffee tonight. Haven't really been able to do any pipe smoking around here because there's no smoking on the grounds of the Opryland. So, you folks take care. Light them up.